Hi, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is YUHANIS binti JAILANI alias HASRI. I'm from Bachelor of Manufacturing Engineering Technology Product Design, Fakulti Teknologi Kejuruteraan Mekanikal dan Pembuatan, Universiti Teknikal Malaysia Melaka. And I want to present to you about my research project, which is titled Feasibility Study on the application of fiber reinforced plastic body for origami corner chair. Okay, so this is the content. So for the before we move deeply, I will explain to you about what is cerebral palsy and corner chair. Okay, actually, cerebral palsy (CP) is a disorder of movement and posture caused by abnormal development or damage to the brain that control the movement, balance, and body posture. Okay, while the corner chair is a specially built seat for children with cerebral palsy. So the problem is the origami corner chair, which is the case study of this project that will be referred as model TARS in this thesis, was built with solid wood, and the model TARS was failed during a seat and bed static load test and drop test. So this study was carried out to reproduce origami corner chair in Malaysia with a better material to solve an existing problem. Okay, so from the result, it was shown that breakage occur at the center point between backrest and seat base apron during 200 Newton load applied to the backrest. As you can see in the figure, the value indicates the disjoint pieces of solid wood. Okay, so actually, the model task has weight capacity which is 15 to 20 kg. So there are a possibility some patients are too active. So the corner chair was designed to be easily transportable, lightweight, foldable, and that can be taken to all the place. So obviously, there is a possibility that the chair may fall and miscarriage. So, to pass extreme seat, backload test, and drop test criteria, stronger and lighter material need to improve the strength properties of this chair. Okay, so the main purpose of this project was to implement better material to origami corner chair, which is glass fiber reinforced plastic (GFRP) is an easy option to look into and commonly used in composite material, and the strength of GFRP compared to other material is known to be higher at certain weight. So this project choose sandwich configuration, which is as the skin material, and closed cell PVC form will be the core material that create the thickness without adding extra weight. It might be versatile and effective in production costs. Okay, so this project is about investigating whether or not GFRP is a feasible material to replace solid wood as main material for origami corner chair that we build. Okay, so the main objective of this project is to identify the suitable amount of glass fiber reinforced plastic GFRP and closed cell PVC form as the core material to archive the original design specification of origami corner chair. So for the second objective is to perform mechanical testing procedure to determine the strength and durability by using flexural and compressive testing of this new origami corner chair material. So the third is to analyze the flexural and compressive properties of new origami corner chair material and decide the best skin and core material combination. Okay, so there are 4 different conditions under investigation, which are the number of a layer of GFRP skin on the side of the sandwich construction, which is 1 layer, 2 layer, 3 layer, and 4 layer. Okay, so this is the process of investigating this research from beginning until the end of the process. Okay, the first method is by reviewing some past journal and documents. Then we prepare material that was used. Then firstly we fabricate the specimen. So to fabricate the specimen, there are several process, which is laminate process and vacuum bagging process. So first laminate process, then go to vacuum bagging process. So after the specimen was ready, the specimen need to check quality of the specimen. We need to check the quality of the specimen. So the next step is mechanical testing. From the result that archive, the best properties of the specimen was used to fabricate origami corner chair. So the last step was evaluate the data and discuss. Okay, for the first process is prepare material. Then second process is fabricate sandwich composite specimen. And this is the procedure. Okay, for the next process, which is mechanical testing. Okay, for flexural test, 3 specimens were evaluated for each condition for a total of 15 specimens, including the solid wood control material. The ASTM C393 standard test method was used for 3-point bending test using the instrument testing machine under loading rate of 6 nm per minute. So the sample dimension of flexural testing, which is 75 mm times to 200 mm. Okay, this is specimen under flexural test. For this compressive test, 3 specimens were evaluated for each condition for a total of 15 specimens also, so including the solid wood, the control material. The ASTM C365 standard test method was used to compress the specimen. The specimen was compressed with crosshead speed based on ASTM C365 standard, which is 0.5 mm per minute until failure. The sample dimension is 25 mm times to 25 mm. Okay, So the next process is fabrication of sandwich composite origami corner chair. So first is preparation of core material. So second, laminate process of sandwich composite origami corner chair, which is vacuum bagging and sanding process. And the third is assembly the origami corner chair sandwich composite, which is each of composite seat base and backrest panel was attached with the finishing and upholstery. For the result and discussion for flexural test result, the graph shows that sandwich composite with 4 layers has the highest value of flexural strength, while wood specimen show the lowest value of flexural strength. The curve shape shows that wood specimen was brittle structure. They usually fall when the deformation is elastic. This graph shows that by increase the layer of the fiber, it will increase the strength. It is shown that the deflection increase with the increase of the applied load. Through this curved line shape show that all composite specimen have better resistance to bending than solid wood. So thus the flexural strength of each standard composite samples are all higher than all of the control sandwich. Okay, for the graph modulus of elasticity comparison between sandwich composite and control specimen. Okay, the graphs show that the difference in modulus of elasticity between the addition of second, third, fourth layers is not very significant with each other. So from the study and test conducted, it can be concluded that the addition of 4 layers glass fiber fabric to closed cell PVC form give the highest stiffness to the sandwich composite. Okay, so for the graph of specific load, it was contrast with the flexural strength, which is sandwich composite specimen with 2 layers of glass fiber fabric shows the highest specific load, while the lowest specific load is wood specimen. Specific load are the best estimate of the actual load construct was expected to carry. Consequently, the sandwich composite with 4 layers had a maximum flexural strength, but the specific loads 2 layers proved to be the most optimum because the specimen with 4 layers was too heavy. The specimen with 2 layers is much lighter but stronger. Okay, for compressive test result, okay, this is a graph of maximum load comparison between sandwich composite and control specimen. Okay, from the graph, all the sandwich composite specimen have almost the same maximum load, and it was shown that solid wood has the higher value of maximum load. By comparing the value of the maximum load of composite sandwich, it was not that the load is taken by the form. Afterward, the form resists taking the load because all 4 of these sandwiches use the same form as the core material. So even though the maximum load taken by the solid wood is far more superior than those sandwich specimen. The maximum load of 799.99 Newton, which is 79 kilo, is 75% higher than the design specification of modern tires, which is 20 kg. So for the conclusion, from the study that were being conducted, it was known that a different number of layer of GFRP skin on a side of the sandwich panel result in different mechanical value. The major goal for this study was about to identify the suitable amount of GFRP and closed cell PVC foam as the core material to archive the original design specification of origami corner chair. So the mechanical testing has successfully done on every specimen from the basis data that had done analyze and compare the two layers of GFRP skin on one side of the sandwich structure and closed cell PVC foam as a core material is the ideal or best material combination as per discussed in discussion section. That's all. Thank you.